Victor, everybody's talking about your unit. Can you tell us a little bit about what's changed in the offensive line? Like, what have you seen? What kind of growth have you seen from you guys?
Yeah, I think obviously losing Klein and Isaac from last year, two veterans that have been here for a long time and they've been know their stuff. I think that's been the big shoes to fill. And for me as a leader of the unit, I'm trying to get like all of us on the same page. Like I'm trying to get everyone to know their playbook, to know their stuff, so that we can kind of compensate for losing those guys. Obviously, I'm trying to fill their shoes the best that I can, but I know that as O linemen, like we can't be five fingers, we're gonna be one fist, we're gonna be one unit together. So that involves everybody knowing their stuff. So that's gonna be something I've been working hard on this summer, is making sure the guys know their playbook.
And are there any other areas of growth you've seen from your teammates on the offensive line?
For sure. I've seen a lot of guys mature a lot throughout the years. I think they gotten better at taking coaching, be able to coach each other, not just from their coaches, but like be able to take coaching from their peers as well. So I think I've seen a lot of growth there, just maturity in general. I think guys kind of locking in, they realize that anyone of us can play. Like it's 5, 6 on the table, whoever gets it, gets it. So I think a lot of growth and maturity on the line.
Victor, what's the sort of process that, excuse me, that a European dude to come over and become a leader of a group of American football players, right? I imagine that takes years for you to kind of be able to develop into that role.
Yeah.
How did that come along?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is my 5th year now in college football at Temple. So it was definitely a big transition when I first got here. Come from Sweden to then D1 college football, my first time playing O-line. But I've been here for a while now, and through that time I got to watch some great players, some great leaders, and single digits on the team. And I think for me now, when I'm in this spot, I'm just trying to emulate what they did, and also try to think, what can I do to make it better? What can I do to help us improve even more than we did previous years?
Did you think you had the personality when you first came over to grow into that kind of?
For a leader, I was a leader back in Sweden too, but I think that's something that I was called upon it, and I thought, hey, I'm gonna get for a job, I gotta do it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it to the best of my ability, and I'm gonna do it my way. So, my personality, I'm just trying to get us to win games.
Did Coach Weasley have a part in that, in calling you to step up in that way, or?
I think as a few guys, they kind of push us into that role. I think whoever just embraces that role and does it, that's the guy that kind of gets picked for it.
Coach always talks about you guys on the front being completely interchangeable. But I don't know, do you feel like, do you start tomorrow? Is there going to be a fairly set 5, or say how do you start there? I mean, who knows where it ends?
Yeah, I think we have a set 5, but that's interchangeable. We can't come in, he can change the last minute if he wants to. That's really up to him. And so that's kind of why we as a line have been really focused on everybody knowing their stuff, so we can be interchangeable. Not just knowing your position, but knowing all 5 positions.
How valuable do you think it was for you last year to get in the games towards the end of the season, and now being the leader this year?
No, I think that was huge. I think I kind of have to get in and get play to kind of know what the expectation is and what the competition is, and just having those game reps as a reference to all right, how do we improve from last year? Being able to be in that rotation and play and kind of get a first-hand experience from it. I think that's very important to kind of help us move on and improve from last year.
What do you feel sort of went wrong last year that maybe you guys weren't as productive as you would have liked to be, particularly from run blocking?
Yeah, I think also coming with a new coaching staff, it's a lot of a new playbook, new kind of schemes. Some of the coaching, obviously with Lisa, we kind of have different techniques than we did before. So I think a lot of that is the coaching change. That thing just takes time. And then also, of course, having 12 different lineups each game doesn't help, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. We got to start whoever is available. So, yeah, I think this is just that first year getting in with a new coaching staff, new playbook, that kind of thing. And now when we've had some time with them, I think we've definitely improved a lot.
How unusual was it, in the spring game, you and Rich and Wiz and right, still right there. You guys are all on the sideline.
Yeah.
And you're watching the rest of the guys play. It's such an unusual thing. You feel like how did it feel to you?
It was definitely felt weird, for sure. I mean, that's kind of the first spring ball that I missed, and I didn't really like it at all, having that whole spring miss being out. But I do think it was good for the younger guys on the line to get more reps. I mean, they got a lot of reps. I think we helped develop some of the younger guys a bit more. I think they didn't get playing time the year before. So I think, you know, it's a double-edged sword. There's a lot of things I didn't like about it, but there's also a lot of things, good things that came out of it, I think.
When were you sort of 100% healthy to be banging bodies with defensive linemen and that kind of thing?
Yes, I think sometime in the summer I got clear. I think I'm good to go. My knee feels better than it has in my whole college career, so I'm excited for this fall camp, and I'm excited to kind of get back to work, knock the rust off.
Is it, right, you know, it's just not like now the coaches just always played it safe. It seems like in camp,